The Plymouth Ice Center is the site as the Minnesota Tier 1 Elite League brings you boys 14 and under semifinal number 2 featuring the Voyageurs and the Walleye. Live on MinnesotaHockey.org as well as YouTube, this is Jeff Disher on the vocals along with Brett Johnson, who produces and makes moves to the best of his ability. He's also a good talker, so I have heard. But we bring you the Voyageurs and Walleye in the second semifinal in the boys U14 division. The Green Giants taking on Shattuck St. Mary's right now. In the other game over on Rink A, that contest is a 2-0 score to Shattuck St. Mary's as we get set to kick it off. Let's bring you the starting goaltenders for each team. Starting with the Voyageurs, they will look to send Jacob Walsh to the net. And Walsh has played 3 times, won once. He's faced 59 shots, saved 55. So he has a 1.80 goals against average and a .932 save percentage on the season so far. For the Walleye, it'll be number 1, Jack Weinecke, who has played 3 times, won twice. 48 shots faced, 46 saves, so that means he has a .9 goals against average and a .958 on the save percentage. Players to watch out for each team looks to be Nate Heithoff and Landon Gunderson for the Walleye. 3 points each for those two. As well, Dylan Lewis with 3 points on the season for the Walleye. For the Voyageurs, it looks as though we'll need to watch out for Hunter Bischoff. 5 total points on the year, 4 of them assists. And no player, or actually, I take that back. Cole Antcliffe, also one to watch. 4 goals and 3 assists for 7 total points on the season. As the team's ready to go, 16-minute stop time hockey is what we will play. Like we did in the girls' game, we'll have Shattuck St. Mary's Green Giants updates throughout. We also might have Minnesota football highlights, or not highlights, but updates for you when we get to the intermission. But alas, we have a game on a 200 by 85-foot sheet of ice to play, and so we will do just that. Second semifinal between these two teams, the 2-3 game going on over on Rink A. And in the girls U14 semifinal that we just saw, the Green Giants dispatched to the Blue Ox by a count of 12-1, but we are set to get underway at center, and the Voyageurs win the draw. Voyageurs are in orange with the dark blue pants, and the Walleye in yellow, Nashville Predator-looking jerseys with the dark breezers. That one tipped over by Judd Ginther near side, but Ginther has it brought back right near Gavin O'Connell out of Plymouth. So for O'Connell, this game is a home game legitimately for him. It'll come over to Ethan Lund for the Voyageurs. He is out of Hermantown. As Lund will skate in right circle, nifty move, and the shot is saved by Walleye goaltender Jack Weinecke. Now the Walleye unable to play out of their own end before the whistle goes. 15-11 to go, period 1, and a whistle stops play there because I believe play was dead. 15-11 to play in the first of the second game of our day. And the Walleye will play it around. This is U14 action as the Voyageurs will skate it in. Bryce Vest out of Eveleth will play, and he plays in the Evelyn Gilbert organization in the youth ranks up north. It looked as though the Voyageurs were offside, and they were, as the puck went over and back with 14:44 remaining in period one. Jeff Disher, Brett Johnson with you, not only on YouTube, but we are also streaming live on MinnesotaHockey.org as well. As the puck played on by the Walleye, and that is Dylan Lewis out of Plymouth, another home game participant, as the Voyageurs will move in. That puck just out of the reach of Ethan Lund over on the far side, and it will come around the corner where the Voyageurs will look to turn and go. However, it's Carter Thiessen working it over for the Walleye. As that one ripped around the corner by Jack Hansen from Minneapolis. Hansen on the season, by the way, 1 goal in 3 games played. Brought ahead by the Walleye, left side, and a quick shot there from Francis Lindgren did not materialize. That'll go to Ethan Lund, though, as they try and clear. However, picking up the trash for the Voyageurs is goaltender number 20, Jacob Walsh. Walsh from Cloquet, home of the U.S. Hockey Hall of Fame. Beautiful place. If you have not been, go do it. I urge you. Brought ahead, though, by the Walleye, or actually by the Voyageurs, check that, as both teams looking for the first goal, 2 minutes and change in. Brought ahead by the Walleye to center and beyond. 2-on-2 at the line. Quick shot from the left circle is gloved and covered by Jacob Walsh. And the quick shot might be seen on replay here, and it is. Quick 2-on-2 from the left circle. Walsh extends up high to go and grab it. 13:15 to go, period number 1, as we get back to live action. And the puck trapped in a rugby scrum on the half wall. The Walleye come out with it, and now the game of Pong continues in the neutral zone. Puck will be brought ahead by Judd Ginther. Ginther loses it, picks it back up, left circle shot, save made by Walsh. And now it turns into a mini 2-on-1 for the Voyageurs up the near side. Just out of the reach of Dominic Thomas. Did I see an arm raise? No, we were looking down. Net goes off.
Let's see. I don't know. Let's see if that was a penalty here.
Let's see what that looked like a tug, and that looked like incidental contact to me. No penalty was called. They just called the net going off. We're going to take one more quick look. I'd say incidental contact, and they got the net going off. 12:42 to go, period number 1. Not sure if you had a better look at that at home than we did, but we did the best we could. Brought out by the Walleye, the Walleye back to center. This is courtesy of William Matzke with a shot, and Matzke is Matzke's shot was blocked down. Now the Walleye will retrieve back at center. That's Aaron Tallis from Maple Grove. Tallis on the season, no points to his name in 3 games, as a quick shot by the Voyageurs was snatched up by Weinecke. 12:25 to play, and we're loading the replay of that last save that you see here.
Nearly tipped in front.
Good spot. The Voyageurs were looking for a tip, and that would have fooled Weinecke. Back to play we go. Weinecke would have been like, where'd that come from? As a save there by Walsh and a bit of spray afterwards. Not the best feeling in the world.
I'll take it in July.
Oh, goodness. But 12:05 to go, period 1. No score on the in the game so far. the Walleye looking to change that. Quick shot, didn't get to the net, as it'll be picked up by the Voyageurs and Aiden Dowd. Dowd from Hermantown, among many from Hermantown that play for the Voyageurs. Quick steal, and here come the Voyageurs back to center and beyond. This is Antcliffe. Antcliffe, 7 points, as we referenced in the open. And around the far side, it'll go to the Walleye and Francis Lindgren. Lindgren upended, and now he has to come out the back door. As the Walleye will bring it ahead. Trying to drop it off was Jack Hansen, but he threw it to a vacant point. And now the Walleye looking to establish themselves in the offensive zone. Tipped back by Gunderson, I should say. As the puck is played off the half wall by Lewis. Lewis centers one, but it gets blocked away by the Voyageurs and kept in at the line by Hansen. Now here come the Voyageurs. Back to center they go, and beyond it'll come to Antcliffe. Antcliffe looked to shoot one, but it got blocked off on the half wall. Antcliffe around the corner, gets through a check, and gets bumped off. Now Antcliffe involved in that rugby scrum with 10.5 and under left to go in the first. Antcliffe played it out via his backhand, and it'll go instead to Sam Sturley. Now back around the corner. Puck is played on, and this is a more even game through 6 minutes than the girls' semifinal that we just saw. Whistle and a penalty coming at 6 minutes and 1 second. What for? It is a trip. You'll see it here on the replay right there, right off the top of the replay. Re-rack and the quick trip. That'll send the Voyageurs' Aiden Dowd to the sin bin or hockey jail, where he can think about his sins for 2 minutes. Puck brought ahead by the Walleye. They are on the power play. And a 2-minute tripping minor to Dowd, as that one is sticked back by the Walleye goaltender, Weinecke. Brought ahead, and Troutwine will go pick up the trash, one of many from Eveleth that are playing for the Voyageurs. And the puck kept in at the line by Tallis. Now over near side, it'll come to Lindgren, and Lindgren will just play that one around the corner as the slow and steady approach leading both teams to still look for that opening goal. Lindgren throws it cross ice. Quick shot was blocked down. And now the Voyageurs having trouble clearing over on the far side. And they do the honor there, where it'll be picked up by Wendt, and icing halts play. Jeff Disher with you here on MinnesotaHockey.org as well as YouTube. Brett Johnson at my side, producing and moving cameras and doing what he does best. I've heard he's a good talker too. 8:54 left to go in the first period. One Disney Mighty Ducks jersey sighting, although he is no longer in this rink. Quick shot there, delivered by the Walleyes number 21, Jack Karanen from Delano. I've got an interesting tidbit there, offside at the line. Was talking to that gentleman between games. He was here for the Green Giant Blue Ox matchup that we saw that the Green Giants defeated the Blue Ox in, and I'm like, we hyped you up on the broadcast, and he had a good laugh about it. So things were good with the Disney movie franchise. Brought ahead by the Walleye to center and beyond, and it's tipped ahead by Karanen. Now the Voyageurs looking to work out of trouble. They can't. Leads to a 4-on-2 at the line. And into the corner it'll go. Back to the point. In on side are the Walleye. And that's Sam Berry who throws it around the corner. Right over to Karanen. as the penalty is over. 5-a-side hockey we play. 7:50 to go, period 1. No score yet. Barry worked over, regains control, and backhands one down low. It'll go over to Brendan Reller out of Hanover. And Reller, believe, has no listed point total of any kind. So Reller must have been a weak pickup during the week for the Walleye. Brought on, though, by the Walleye to center, and Marshall will send that one in. Fresh bodies on the ice for the Walleye. 7 minutes to play in period 2. Or, sorry, game 2, period 1. Brought ahead by the Walleye to center and beyond. It's been that kind of day. That Green Giant Blue Ox game took a lot out of us. Brought on, though, by the Walleye as they'll look to retrieve in the neutral zone. 6:40 left in period 1. We are still looking for a goal. Now the Voyageurs with possession, but they fall into a lackadaisical state as Dowd, I believe, was getting around a man, centered one, and the recipient on the pass could not handle. Now the Walleye will kick this one back out to center. And it is brought on by the men in yellow. Right over to Gunderson, who shoots one. Save is made by Jacob Walsh. Looking at the replay here, and you'll see the save by Walsh as he'll just glove and cover.
MinnesotaHockey.org.
Puck is down, face-off one by the Walleye. And it goes back to Wente, who got the shot away, and it went high. Tipped ahead by Tallis. Five and a half left to go in the first period of a scoreless game. The Voyageurs may change that. Quickly brought up the ice. Nice back check there by the Walleye. That will alleviate the scoring chance for now. Brought ahead, though, by the Voyageurs. This is Nelson. Nelson centered one. That went by the wayside. And now the Walleye looking to clear. Bouncing puck. Eventually will be found by Nate Heitoff. Heitoff threw it cross ice, and now the Walleye throw it in on goal before a line change is made. There's another shot to add to the total. But Hunter Bischoff had that one stolen from him. 4:43 left to go in the opening frame of a scoreless game here in Plymouth. The last Minnesota site that these teams will play at after having played at St. Cloud or at the Herb Brooks National Hockey Center, among other sites up there, Fogarty Arena in Blaine, Amsoil in the Heritage Center up in Duluth, and Ritter and Mariucci Arena on the University of Minnesota campus back the last week of September, as well as in Blaine Schwann Super Rink. Quick shot, bounces in. Walsh will make the glove stop. 4 minutes remaining in the first period, and the winner of this game will take on the winner in the second semifinal between Shattuck and the Green Giants. That's 2-0 at last check. It is now 4-0 in the second period in that game to Shattuck, I believe.
Excuse me there, sir. Any chance we can move you back a little bit?
Puck is down. Face-off won by the Voyageurs. They'll bring it in near side, but the puck intercepted by the Walleye. This is why we need to see it. Gavin O'Connell on the left side, and a shot ladled near side. Shot on by Wente, went by the wayside, and the scramble leaves it behind the net. Walsh will stop play with a glove stop. We'll re-rack it. And Jacob Walsh having himself a game, as he is moving very well for a young goaltender. Quick shot by the Walleye off the draw from Wente, and 3:33 is on the board. We have a full house on the scoreboard, 3s and 0s. Puck is down. The Voyageurs will win the draw, and they give it right back to the Walleye as that one is sent down by Wente. Centering feed, fanned on, and that allows Troutwine to come out the back door. Mini 2-on-1 breakout for the Voyageurs coming. The late trailer was Lund. Lundin on goal, and it wouldn't go. Back on the ricochet come the Walleye. This is Matsky. Matsky had the puck intercepted from him. And now the physical play ramps up as the Voyageurs looking to clear out of that rugby scrum. Instead, that'll go the length of the ice for a non-icing call. 2:45 left to go in the first period of play. Shattuck, by the way, still up 4-0 at last check as the whistle goes here for a save by the Walleye goaltender Jack Weinecke. Winners of semifinal games today will play for the boys U14 title at noon tomorrow, right here on Rink C with Mr. Johnson. I will not be here due to a prior commitment. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period of play, as the Walleye looking to bring it ahead, 3-on-2 at the line. Dancing in is Hansen. He'll shoot, and the save is made. Hansen might have had to fan on it because of the pipe, but the puck will roll in and over to Lindgren. 2-minute warning here in the opening frame of game number 2, as this one is brought in by the Walleye and Dylan Lewis, who couldn't slam it home. Now over on the far side, that's Jack Hansen. Hansen will drop it off to Lindgren. Lindgren looking for Hansen, who came up on the play, but the Voyageurs come out the back door. None the wiser. 1:35 left to go in the first period as the rugby scrum ensues. That'll go to Karanen, and Jack Karanen out of Delano will play it in. That's Hansen over on the far side as it comes back to Karanen. Karanen works it across to his D partner. Quick shot, shuttled away by goaltender Jacob Walsh. 1.25 remaining in the first, as that one will be found by the Walleye's Dylan Lewis. Lewis working, gets around the corner. Lewis on his backhand dances in behind the cage looking for a teammate. Much like when Mellencamp looked for a lover, it drove Dylan Lewis crazy. Final minute of play, 57 in fact, left to go. And the face-off won by the Walleye. Quick shot, blown wide. As dancing in was Tallis. He'll look to slam it home. Loose puck. Still loose. And the Voyageurs will clear out of trouble some way and somehow. 35 left to go in the period of a scoreless game. Brought on by the Walleye. Coming forward is Gunderson. Gunderson bumped off. Backhand try from Padilla. Goes by the wayside. Padilla. Wow. 15 to go in the period. And that'll come ahead courtesy of the Voyageurs. Brought on by Johnson. Johnson worked over in the corner. 5 to go in the period. Maybe time for one final Voyageurs shot. Not going to work as time expires. After one period of play, we are just where we started. The Voyageurs and Walleye scoreless. We'll have the second period in a moment here on YouTube and MinnesotaHockey.org. Back at the Plymouth Ice Center for period number 2. Goalless with the Voyageurs and Walleye. Jeff Disher with you right here on MinnesotaHockey.org, as well as our good buddies at YouTube, a California company. As the Voyageurs look to skate in, quick save made by Jack Weinecke for the Walleye. And 9 seconds in, we're still scoreless. Brett Johnson also with us, making moves and producing. I've heard he's a good talker too. 13 into the period as a quick save made there by Walleye goaltender Jack Weinecke. And the puck comes back out to center. Weinecke tested here in the early stages of period number 2. And a big hit at the side of the net frees the puck up for the Voyageurs to take. They can't slam it home though, as the Walleye look to come out ahead. And they do. Mini 3-on-2 rush potentially coming as the send-in, courtesy of Adam Marshall out of Plymouth. And we have less than, or almost a football quarter remaining in duration here in the second period. Lund will work this one on for the Voyageurs. We're still looking for our first goal. 14:50 left to go. And now the Walleye look to skate free. That's Connor Thiessen working it in. That puck touchdown by Hunter Bischoff. Puck will still be loose as it's picked up there by Karanen. And now they play Pong for it in the neutral zone. Eventually ending up winning that game of Pong is Francis Lindgren. Now a mini 2-on-1 breakout for the Voyageurs. Left circle, quick shot forced wide. Nice wrister. Believe that was Henry Sturley on the wrist shot that went by the wayside. That's Sam Sturley throwing it in, and the icing will go. 13:53 left to go in period 2. See if we can get a quick check of the Shattuck game. I've got it at 3-0. 4-0 Shattuck over the Green Giants. $13:40 left to go in the second. You can track all of these games on MinnesotaHockey.org, and you can even watch our stuff or our broadcast live from there. You don't have to be on YouTube necessarily to see us. Brought on, though, by the Walleye. As 13 1/4 remains in the second period of play. Over for the Walleye, trying to clear is Thomas Nelson, and Nelson has to have a little help coming out the back door, as that'll go the length of the ice for an icing call. 13 minutes left to play. The winners here are the winner of the 14U Tier 1 playoff tomorrow will actually go to play in the Nationals in Charlotte, North Carolina. So a fun trip to be had there. Charlotte being the Queen City and all. Quick save by Walleye goaltender Jack Weinecke. And now the Walleye win the draw. Mini 2-on-2 breakout came and went without any potential anything potentially happening. Sturley tried to bring that one in. Rolling puck comes back to Hunter Bischoff for the Voyageurs, and we have 12:25 left to go in the second period of a scoreless game. Save is made by Walsh. And because we can, his dad actually, Jacob Walsh's dad actually came up to us between periods. I'll joke with him a little bit, and he's like, how much you gotta pay me? And I'm like, I told him no. I turned to him and I told him get out of here. As a quick shot from the Walleye leads to a goal. I'm gonna go broadcaster curse on that. I was just about to talk up Jacob Walsh, and I get burned. Adam Marshall with the goal, 1-0. We'll get the replay here as we re-rack it off the draw. And I believe it was tipped in by Marshall. I don't even see where that shot came from. As we're back to live action, 1-0 Walleye. I'll have to be the one to talk to Walsh's dad in the intermission and just say, hey, oops. Quick shot there for the Voyageurs, wouldn't go. And now the puck played on by Ty Donahue to the half wall. Dropped off. It'll come over to Antcliffe. Antcliffe dances, but he didn't do a little dance, make a little love, and get down. Puck chipped in, past center, and now the Voyageurs will pick this one up. Donahue has his pocket picked as a shove to the ice. Sends Marshall down. Still haven't heard an official announcement on the goal as of yet. The waiting apparently the hardest part. Is that too soon? Maybe. Brought ahead though by the Walleye. Past center. And now the puck gloved down, delayed offside for the Voyageurs, as that allows the Walleye to skate out. This game might be a 3-goal game the way we're looking. 10:50 to go, period 2. Quick shot, shuttled aside by Walsh. And now the puck gloved down by the Walleye as they look to turn out the front porch. Brought ahead though. Near side. This is Lewis who shoots. Save made, and the rebound comes back to the point. Quick shot, right circle. Walsh will make the save. 10:26 left to go in period numero dos. Previewing the Green Giant and Blue Ox matchup in the boys U15 division. That winner of that tournament will go to Plymouth, Michigan, just outside suburban Detroit. And the Red Wings opened a nifty arena on Wednesday night against the Minnesota Wild in a 4-2 victory over at Little Caesars Arena, speaking of the suburban Detroit area. Wild in action later against the Carolina Hurricanes. Puck will be brought on by the Voyageurs to center and beyond. And a big hit laying Lucky Bischoff, who is not so lucky on that check out near side, but the save made by Weineke as we are past the 6-minute mark in period 2. That was a big turnover, and the howitzer by the Voyageurs was allowed to be saved by Weineke and played. And boom, there's Weineke coming to play. The Walleye with a 1-0 lead and 9:44 left to go in the second. As the puck is loose, mini 3-on-1, but the Walleye were offside. We'll re-rack the save one more time. Actually, the offside stopping play as we're back to live action. And now the puck chipped ahead by the Voyageurs. Back past center. This one will be touched down by Padilla and given on to Dominic Thomas, who throws in a bouncer. He tried to regain his effort at the top of the circle, but was unsuccessful to do so. Now around the bend. Carefully played by Weineke, although he almost made a mistake. Quick shot at the point by Sterling. And Sterling with a second effort goes by the wayside, and now the Walleye will look to clear. They can't. Back out the door they go. And now an outlet pass that would have been intended for Padilla goes by the wayside. And now the Voyageurs dance in. This is Blomdahl. And Blomdahl has Hunter Bischoff with him. Back out to the top of the top of the point. Troutwine with a shot that goes by the wayside as he'll backhand one, keeping play alive for the Voyageurs. They're extending the shot clock of the Voyageurs, so to speak, as it'll come back up. Top of the slot. Unable to control there was Aiden Dowd. And Bryce Vest will maintain possession for the Voyageurs. Quick turnover leads to a quick shot, and the save made there by Weineke. Second effort, Weineke lost it, but it's in his pads. He'll make the save with 7:38 left to go. We'll see the replay here. One save, two save, red save, blue save, Weineke. Weineke thought he lost it as we're back to live action. 7:35 left to go in the second. And now the puck will go the length of the ice as the Voyageurs will come back in to grab it. Antcliffe with it as a quick shot there delivered by Troutwine gets blocked on the way through. The Walleye still holding a 1-0 lead. They look to make it more. That's Matsky shooting one, save made, rebound. Oh my goodness. One save. Oh, Devin Dubnik Jr. is Jacob Walsh. Wow. Stretching to make that save. 7:01 remaining in the second period as the massive bodies converged on Walsh there at the end of the play. The Voyageurs with the possession. They're trying to clear. That's Ethan Lund over on the far side trying to clear. He springs a man. That's Del Greco. Del Greco centered one, but he couldn't find Blomdahl. Now here come the Walleye. Brought on by Marshall, and Marshall loses his angle. Coming up on the play is Barry, but Barry couldn't get a shot away. Now the pace of play improving. 3-on-2, quick shot from the slot wouldn't go. Blomdahl around one, but he loses possession. And a quick shot top of the circle, blocked. Here come the Walleye. Brought on the ricochet. That'll be Thiessen. Sending one. Hansen with it, actually. And now Del Greco. Del Greco up the right side. He dishes it off. Del Greco got it back from Blomdahl. Del Greco tackled to the ice. Brought on by the Walleye. And it'll be cleared by Dylan Lewis. Now an icing will stop. No, it will not stop play. And a big hit there behind, leading to a Walleye possession. There's a penalty coming. It'll be an elbow right here. Wow. That's a pretty blatant elbow. The guilty Walleye party is Dylan Lewis. So he will sit in hockey jail for 2 and think about it. No place for that type of play in that situation, because you're clearly playing the man and not the puck in that case. The Walleye with possession, that goes to Lund, and the Voyageurs couldn't throw it in. They're on the power play for $140. Whistle and an icing call. 5:09 left to go. We'll get you an update on the Shattuck Green Giant game, and it's still 4-0 in the second period over there. Puck is down. And the Walleye won the draw. They're looking to come out. But the Voyageurs will dance in. This is Bryce Vest who throws one wide. 1:15 left to go on the man advantage. And now the Walleye trying to clear with the lead. They do for an icing. 4:37. And new rule, not sure if you're aware of this, but the defending team, if you're on the penalty kill now, is in a rule change that was announced in September. If you are on the penalty kill, you cannot ice the puck to get out of get out of jail. That is illegal, and thus the whistle. So it's like they treat it like what would be an even strength icing. 50 seconds left to go in the second period. Was at an event back not long after the rule change was put into play, and learned that the hard way. 3-on-2 for the Voyageurs with the trailer being Troutwine. Leads to a quick shot, and unable to stuff it was Bischoff. 23 left on the power play as Bischoff controls. Bischoff sends one near side. Got it to Lund, who throws it cross ice. Lund shot from the point. Blocked off the humanity in front. Quick rebound try, wouldn't go. 3:43 left to go, period 2. Brought back on by Antcliffe. Antcliffe looking for point number 8. He couldn't get it. Brought back forward by the Walleye, out to center and beyond. They're still holding a 1-0 lead, and a whistle. They called an icing. Oh, wow. Survey says, I don't know about that one. I don't know. But the rule is you've got to make that call at the dot. Alas, the Walleye looking to skate in. That is Matsky, who shoots one. That wouldn't go. 3:10 to go, period 2. And now the puck played on by Adam Marshall. And Marshall skates around one. Marshall goes down to a seat behind the cage. And we tick down under 3 minutes to go in the period. Quick send in was blocked off the Humanity. And the Voyageurs will come back in behind. The Walleye will look to clear it. And with 2.5 minutes to play in period 2, we are still at a point of 1-0. Puck played out of the corner. And the Walleye will look to retrieve. That is Sam Berry behind the cage. And now that'll get iced down with 2 minutes and 4 left to go in period numero dos. One more game to come. It'll be the Blue Ox and Green Giants in the U15 final, or the semifinal, our final game of the day. And that comes your way close to 5 o'clock. As the puck will be found by the Walleye. Back to center they go. This one is an up-down, all-around affair. And a quick shot. Save made there by Walleye goaltender Jack Weinecke. Looking like Antcliffe came in there, but the save made as Weinecke shrugged it off. 1:40 left to go in the second period. And now the puck over right towards Jack Hansen. Puck stolen by the Voyageurs, who look to slam it in and tie the game. 1:18 to go in period 2. And the Walleye still holding their 1-0 lead as Ty Donahue will pick this one up. Donahue was fought off the puck. And now the Walleye with control in their offensive zone. Over on the far side, that is Heithoff. Heithoff nearly turned it over. Centering feed, left circle, and a shot from Thiessen. Goes by the wayside as we're under a minute to play. Now the Voyageurs looking to tie the game before the schoolyard break. Puck bounces on far side and it'll be picked up by Lindgren. 30 to go in the period. Line changes coming for the Walleye, and that'll lead to an icing with 25.6. I don't know if those of you at home are as surprised as I am that one goal is in it. But that is where we stand. The Walleye with a 1-0 lead. Shattuck all over the Green Giants at last check. We'll get that we'll get that for you if we get a stoppage before the end of the period. Brought on for a shot from the point, shuttled aside by Voyager goaltender Jacob Walsh. 10 to go in the period. And now the Walleye looking for one more shot. That pinballs to the far corner, 2-1. That will be the end of 2 as a shot goes through everybody. But the Walleye lead the Voyageurs at the end of 2 periods of play by a count of 1-0. Let's have a rest. Let's let the ice resurface itself, and let's bring in the third period. That comes up next. back for period numero tres here at the Plymouth Ice Center as MinnesotaHockey.org as well as our buddies at YouTube give you boys U14 semifinal action between the Walleye and the Voyageurs. The Walleye lead 1-0 through 2 periods. Jeff Disher along with Brett Johnson on the movements and the production side of things. And the Walleye, again, with the 1-goal lead as we begin period number 3. 16-minute stop time action here in period 3 as a quick shot from the Walleye snapped off by Will Matzke. That goes by the wayside. And now the Voyageurs looking to tie the game at 1 as a goal in the first period from the Walleye is the only goal thus far. Brought on by Gavin O'Connell out of Plymouth, and O'Connell with 1 assist on the season so far in 2017-18 as icing will occur 47 seconds in. Don't know if you caught this at all, but on an icing play in the second period, I made mention of a new rule in Minnesota where the defending team on a penalty kill cannot ice the puck legally. That would be like the get out of jail free card. That has been eliminated. So they treat the icings like you would regularly if the play was even strength. So watch for that if we get into a penalty or a penalty fest heading to the box. Speaking of icing, there we go. 14:49 left to go in the third period of a 1-0 game to the Walleye. Next stoppage will get you an update on the Shattuck St. Mary's and Green Giant matchup. The 2 semifinal winners will play tomorrow afternoon right here on Rink C at noon. I believe it is actually Shattuck St. Mary's 6-0 now that I take a look at it. Icing the call. I'm seeing 6-0. I agree with the video feed that we've got on another monitor. That game in the third period, I believe. $14:25 left to go in the third, so thus under a football quarter remaining in duration here in this one. The Walleye off a first period goal are ahead in that department. But the Voyageurs looking to change that. Up the ice they go. Battled for on the far half wall as the play controlled by Hunter Bischoff. Now Bischoff loses out. And they play Pong in the neutral zone for it. Winning the battle was Gavin O'Connell, but his shot did not materialize. Now down low, the pass intended for Adam Marshall as that went by the wayside. Parker Wente goes cross ice as the shot was lifted down. And Parker Wente will throw that one around the corner. Eventually making the save on it was Jacob Walsh. Got some good old-fashioned ribbing from Walsh's father in between periods. Mentioned the broadcaster jinx in the first period on that goal that he allowed, and rightfully got the old-fashioned ribbing. Otherwise, the game would still be scoreless, most likely. As this one is brought ahead by the Walleye, Judd Ginther in the offensive zone. And it will be brought ahead by Sawyer Skansen as a bouncing puck finally corralled by the Voyageurs in the corner. As a quick shot there delivered by Nelson goes by the wayside. Each of these teams, I feel like, are taking body blows or actually it just jabs to the body instead of looking for that knockout shot. 12.5 minutes to play in the third. And the Voyageurs with possession in the offensive zone, right circle. Puck is dropped off by Ethan Lund for a quick shot that gets blocked on the way in. And now the Voyageurs looking for a shot-making opportunity, not going to find it. Here come the Walleye. Back to center they go. Thomas Nelson with it. Quick shot, quick save by Walsh. And a stoppage with 11:57 to go. The boys U15 matchup between the Green Giants and Blue Ox set to go at 5 o'clock. We'll have that one for you right here on YouTube as well as MinnesotaHockey.org. As the Walleye looking to come out with control. But the Voyageurs have that right now as that is tipped ahead by Joe Del Greco. Del Greco on the season, by the way, entered the game with an assist. And now the Walleye looking for the second goal. 2-on-0, quick shot, and it's missed. Jacob Walsh comes out to get the whistle. And Walsh coming up big here in the third period. We'll re-rack it and replay it for you. Mini 2-on-0. Big save by Walsh, keeping his team alive. Puck is down. Face-off won by the Voyageurs as they look to clear. This is Vance Johnson from Duluth. His Bulldogs beat the Gophers 4-3 last night in one of the Icebreaker semifinals up at the Amsoil Arena in Duluth. Minnesota takes on Union today in the third place game in about 4 minutes. Or actually in about 10, if we're honest. Players canceling out right in front of the Walleye bench. And here come the Walleye. Brought ahead by Jack Hansen, who could not get a shot away. This one lifted back to Parker Wente, who throws one that almost got tomahawked out of the air. Wente back over near side, quick shot, shuffled aside by Walsh, and here come the Voyageurs. Loose puck, right back to center, where Wente will pick this one up for the Walleye. Wente dropped it off to Lewis. Lewis dances around two, tripped up, no call, as we play towards the 10-minute mark. Was looking for an arm raise from both sides, not going to get it there. Wente with a shot that gets blocked through everything. And now the Walleye looking for that knockout blow. Under 10 minutes to play in the game. As this one will get worked back for the Walleye to pick up from center. Puck sent on to the stick of Gavin O'Connell, and now picked up by Marshall near side. Marshall throws one on goal. Jacob Walsh makes the save. 9:36 to go in period 3. About an hour from right now, we'll have the Blue Ox, we'll have the Green Giants, but this one will be a boys' game. That'll come your way. As the Walleye win control off the draw. Quick shot by Karanen goes by the wayside. And the puck played on. Quick shot there on the ricochet by Marshall is saved by Walsh. Jeff Disher, Brett Johnson with you. Mr. Johnson moving the camera and producing. But I've heard he is a good talker. Let's update the Shattuck Giants game. I believe it's still 6-0 in favor of Shattuck St. Mary's. As this one will get dropped off by Marshall right in front. Save made by Walsh. And a delayed call roughing the minor. 9:05 left to go in proceedings. The pass broken up, and that hit after the play is what led to the penalty. The Voyageurs sending Cole Antcliffe to the box for 2 minutes, and Antcliffe, the Voyageurs' leading scoring threat, at least coming into the game. 8:55 to go in the third period. 1-0 our score to the Walleye. The Walleye on the power play. They're looking, won't be looking to run and hide, but they're looking for insurance. Brought on by Lindgren. Forced back to the point. Quick shot or quick pass down low to Lindgren. Allows him to scoot around the corner. Lindgren threw that one right near Thomas Nelson. And now the puck played further. Now it'll come back on. Breakaway time for the Voyageurs. Quick shot by Ethan Lund was missed on the break. And Lund goes down on the far side. Nothing doing. Here come the Walleye on the ricochet. That'll come to Lewis, and that one is missed. Here come the Voyageurs. Up and down we go. Lund worked over. Quick save made by Weinecke. He plays it. The heck? I was thinking Weinecke was gonna shove that one down. It'll go to Dowd. Dowd with a shot and a save, and Weinecke does the smart thing there. I'm going to replay the latter moments of that sequence. And you see Lund there dancing in, and the save made by Weinecke earlier in that sequence. Weinecke misplayed a puck. 7:40 left to go in the third period, and Weinecke, I thought, again, got away with one. Right behind the net. Here come the Walleye looking for a second goal. As this one is played forward by Gunderson. Gunderson from Plymouth. 8 seconds left on the penalty. And the Voyageurs are back to 5-a-side. 7 minutes to go. Full strength 5-a-side hockey we play. Six and 3/4 minutes left to play. And now the Walleye looking for control. They get it. And stopping on the play was Padilla. Padilla worked over and lost control of the puck. It'll come instead to the Voyageurs, who look to skate up, but they only get it as far as the neutral zone, as that one was ejected by Karenin. 6 1/4 remaining in the game, or in regulation time as it were. If necessary, we'll get a 5-minute sudden death overtime with a 5-person shootout, or best of 5-person shootout to follow. Again, if necessary, as that puck is poked in. 6 minutes to go. Walleye still hanging on to the slimmest of margins. Here come the Voyageurs. This is Nelson. Through everybody, but the save is made by Weinecke. $5:52 to go in the third. Maybe longer, if necessary. As a quick centering feed off the Voyager face-off win, forced wide. And now length of the ice. Here come the Walleye. And Marshall goes into the goaltender. We'll see it here. as that outlet pass fed over. Hard to kind of tell as he's losing his balance before he could get the shot away. At least according to my eyes. So I thought he came up on a bad piece of ice. Therefore, goalie interference, not necessarily a call. No call on the play. Will play on with 5.5. This will go down for an icing, 5:27. And we've got folks off to the left of us who can't see what we did and can't see it again. That is true, is true too. Update for you: Shattuck and the Green Giants sees Shattuck up 7-1 in that game. So it'll be Shattuck St. Mary's in one semifinal, or one spot in the final tomorrow. Winner will go to Charlotte in the Tier 1 National Championship Tournament. 5 minutes to play here, though, as the Walleye adoring public and the Walleye players hanging on to a 1-goal lead here in the final frame. The Green Giants and Blue Ox warming up in the bullpen. We'll have that one for you in a little less than an hour. 4:45 left to go in this one, pending a Voyager goal. Brought ahead, though, by the Walleye, past center, and onto the stick of Sawyer Skansen. Now around the corner, the Voyagers looking to clear. That pass intended for Lund. Icing was waived and played around the corner. Lund centers down low at the red line. Got it over to Dowd. And now the puck played back out in front as the pinball comes back to near neutral and still played by the Voyagers. And brought ahead by Nelson. Back over to grab it is Ty Donahue for the Voyagers. 3:55 to go in the game. Brought ahead as that one is clipped on by Antcliffe. Antcliffe, the leading Voyager point getter, as this will go down for an icing call with 3:46 left to go. Puck is down, face-off one by the Walleye, who looked to escape out the back door. Racing to the puck and not getting there before the icing was called was Matsky. 3:37 left to go. Championship game over right here on Rink C tomorrow afternoon, noon start time, as the clock never started. There goes the clock, so we're going to get about 20 seconds of bonus hockey. As a quick shot allows the Walleye a couple attempts, but Jacob Walsh bailing the scores table out there. As a quick shot from the side of the circle leads Walsh to have to make a save that he has all the business in the world making. 3:20 left to go in the game. As trying to dance around there was Matsky. Delayed offside for the Walleye, and nothing doing as the hits keep on coming. Now 3 minutes remaining in the game as the Voyagers looking to skate ahead. This is actually checked at Lund. Now around the corner, it'll be found by Antcliffe, and Antcliffe looking to put the game on his stick. Although nothing doing for the Voyageurs, as this one is found by Hunter Bischoff. Bischoff threw it around the corner, 2.5 minutes to play in the game. Bischoff dumps it off, high slot, the shot goes wide, rebound, saved by Weinecke, and the third effort goes by the wayside, 2:20 left to go. This will be an icing. We'll see the replay there of the save. No, Weinecke didn't touch that. That pass was just misdirected. Or that shot was misdirected. 2:21 left to go. The Walleye with a slim 1-0 lead on a goal in the first period. And the Walleye looking to skate out, looking to advance. Quick shot by Lewis was stuffed aside by Walsh. The rebound on the ricochet, loose. Walsh with a save. Third try up over the glove side of Walsh. As we're down into the final 2 minutes of play and below now in the third period. Taken out on the play was Ethan Lund for the Voyageurs, although he slipped. As we count down to the last 90. Around the corner, the Voyageurs looking to tie the game. We're watching the goaltender to see when Jacob Walsh will come off. He does now. Extra attacker is on with 1:15. And the Walleye will win the game with an empty net goal. Dylan Lewis, I believe, will get credit for the marker. And with 1:12 to go in the game, the Walleye take a 2-0 lead. Did not get the goal scorer. As the Walleye looking for more. This is Padilla with a shot opportunity going by the wayside. Minute to go. Walsh will touch that one on. 55 now left. And the puck will go down the length of the ice. No icing. And Jack Weinecke will look to get his third goal, or his third win of the year with a 2-goal victory in about 35 seconds from now. And he'll still have a save percentage that is under 1 goal, which is impressive, as this one goes the length and goes in for a 3-0 Walleye victory as they add to their total. Twenty seconds to go. Puck is down. Face-off won by the Voyageurs. And Jacob Walsh had himself a game as that shot from Ginther goes by the wayside. But Weinecke will be the best of them all. 5 to go in the game. And the Walleye will take on Shattuck St. Mary's tomorrow at noon. As the Walleye take care of the Voyageurs by a count of 3-0, and they get set to take on Shattuck St. Mary's tomorrow at noon right here on Rink C. I won't be here for that one, but we'll have it for you. But we will get ready ourselves for the boys U15 semifinal featuring the Blue Ox and the Green Giants. So as the teams shake hands at center ice, this is Jeff Disher saying so long from the Plymouth Ice Center for now, where for Brett Johnson we see the Walleye take care of the Voyageurs in the semifinal by a count of 3-0. So long, everybody.